Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Old Age and Death. I could add some other names, Jane Fonda, Robert Redford, and so on. They all are close to death. I watched some interviews with them on YouTube, and what shocked me was, although I knew they would react like this, because just to say it in advance, they don't have the wisdom of the Book of Light. Otherwise, they would have responded differently. But all of them had one thing in common when they were asked, how is it to be old? Or you are now 80, you're 75. And all of them tried to smile it away, and they said, well, that's what it is. I wish it wouldn't be so, but now that I'm old, I try to make the best of it. But dear friends, let me ask you something. And I'm speaking by own experience. I'm 73. I'm number one of the charts since 50 years in Germany. When you Google my name, I have 90 million entries or more. I'm right now number one with every song that I ever did. I did movies, I did everything. I lived 4 years with Sean Connery and his wife Micheline in Marbella, in their house. Dedicated to them the Malibu Symphony that you can hear on YouTube. I had everything, and I have everything. But if I would be satisfied with what I have and would seek my happiness there, I would be totally depressed. And I overcame that. Now, this lecture is there to help people who are old and to help people like Robert Redford and Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Jane Fonda, and others, and others. What is their main problem? The main problem is not aging. No. They have another problem. Instead of saying, I have a body, they say, I am the body. Now, the moment you say you are the body, you're in a trap. The moment you identify yourself with the body, you have a problem. Latest when you become old, and when old age and death come nearer and nearer and nearer. What is the solution to the problem? One simple sentence. I have a body. That's the solution to the problem. So you have to rethink. You have to restructure your thinking. Just say, I have a body. I am not the body. Now you may ask, can you prove it? Sure, I can. The Book of Light proves it. Over 5,000 pages that you can read here. You can download it at no expense. And they all assure you that you are not what you thought to be. Because if you would be the body, you would not be aware of the change. If you would be that which changes, you would not be aware of it. For instance, every 7 years, every doctor can tell that to you, a biologist, you have a new body, approximately every 7 years. New molecules, new atoms. That's proven. That means you couldn't now even, let's say you're 50 or 60 or 20, who cares? You couldn't even remember your childhood if you would be the body. Because the body changes constantly. And completely it is changed after a 7-year period. Then you have a new body. If you would be that body, you could not remember the body that you had when you were young. Or more than 7 years ago. The first thing that any of you can do to detach yourself from suffering is to say, I have a body. Now you may say, well, okay, I have a body. But when the body dies, I don't have him anymore. What about you? Are you still there or just without body? You may argue, well, this is quite a poor situation to be without a body. What am I then? Meditate. Soul breath meditation each day, at least half an hour. Then you will experience a wonder. You will detach from body, emotion, mind, soul, even from the so cherished spirit, and still you will be there. How is that? Work empirically on it. Attain parallel to it wisdom concerning that method of freeing yourself from that which will be ripped away anyway from you. Life after life, that leads us to reincarnation. Now you may say, I don't believe in reincarnation. Study the Book of Light, you have scientific evidence for that. As I gave you scientific evidence for the fact that you are not the body. Every child could understand, a 5-year-old can understand what I say. More so you old people who have attained wisdom, worldly wisdom. But that worldly wisdom caught you into the trap that you now identify with that which changes. That clearly proves you that there are two, you and the body that changes. This body will be taken away from you in death, no doubt. Why do you reincarnate? Thirst or trishna or tanha for the body brings you back. And again you are born, live and die, over and over and over again. Oh, wonderful, you may say. Then I die and I enjoy my next life, even more intense maybe. Well, then you haven't attained wisdom and you don't understand that the entire evolutionary process goes back to the source spiritualizing itself more and more. That means things that may have been appropriate for you to enjoy in this life may not be appropriate any longer in next incarnation. See, I was just now throwing something at you. In order to understand, you would have to read the Book of Light. You can get it here for free, just click on the link. Or, and that is very important, walk with us the path. On this channel, Book of Light, the path. These are steps to liberation. These are steps to rethink and to not anymore think that you are the body, but that you have a body. That's true. The highest goal that you can reach is liberation from the body, existence without body. No more body. That's called nirvana. If you want to reincarnate, and you will, first of all, if you have state of desire for life, then, especially then also, you should study the Book of Light so that it enables you to be born happy, to live happy, and to die happy. Glory to the Book of Light.
Man should not rule over man. Let knowledge rule again. The Book of Light, Book of Books, and Savior of mankind. Aum. Politicians and religion are the fall of man. We don't need no institutions and no government. All we need is that which once united us all. Let the angels' teaching be your guiding star. With the Book of Light, you're guided from above. We don't need no holy scriptures, no Bible. Bible and Quran. We have that where they all come from in our very hearts. We are the new generation of innocence and peace. Knowledge is our leader. The truth shall set you free. It is the book of light, the book of light and love. With the book of light, you're guided from above. Now we're just a few, but soon we shall be living in a world of peace. With the book of light, the book of light shall be. The book of light, the book for you and me. And in the darkest hour of Kali Yuga, when the world is burning left and right, there is a pillar of hope, and it is called the Book of Light.